You're listening to World of WWE, a WWE podcast. Hey guys, thank you for checking out World of WWE, a WWE podcast. I'm Ant, and I'm joined by my friend.
What's up, man? Carlos. Oh, sorry. Okay, start over.
No, you're my Carlos. We are going live, man. We ain't starting over. You are Carlos. You are in the house. Carlos Los Baricua. Fucking in the house, man. Representing the Latinx community. And I'm representing the Italian community. I think my nickname should be Italian Stallion going forward, but that would not match me. Italiano, the Italiano Stalliano. How are you doing?
I'm good, guys. Everything's good. It's really cold today, actually.
I know.
Super cold.
I just took my dog out. I live in a condo, so there's certain areas to take them, and I took her.
Like a terrace or a balcony, I mean?
No, we're on the first floor, so we get to. I actually like being on the first level. This doesn't have to do with wrestling, but I don't like to carry things like upstairs because I've had to do it my whole entire life. There was one time where, like, I had to climb. I had like at least like 20 stairs at one point to get up to my house. Not kidding you. So
Wow.
I'm glad with the groceries on the first floor. But no, so I had to take her to a certain spot. But yeah, it was really cold today. It was really cold for sure. Well, I am excited. Tomorrow night is NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. It is upon us, Vengeance Day for sure. I'm excited. Carlos, Dan, and I are going to text each other while we're watching it. And then we have some recaps and everything coming your way, but we'll talk about that later on. But let's just go right into NXT. So we're talking about NXT from February 10th, 2021. It was a decent show. We found out the finalists for the Dusty Cup tournament matches. We found out about some other matches. So let's dive in. So the first match on this show was a Dusty Cup semifinal match. MSK took on Legado del Fantasma. There was a really cool move during the match when MSK pushed one of the members into like an outside splash. So like, I think their name. Let me see their names for sure because MSK, they're still new. So MSK is Nash Carter and Wes Lee. I think Lee pushed Carter and then Carter did like a outside splash. It was really cool. It's hard to explain. You'll have to check it out. MSK get the win after their finisher. So now we know that MSK will be going into the semifinals. Well, not the semifinals, into the finals of the Dusty Cup Classic tournament tomorrow night at Vengeance Day. What did you think, Carlos?
I thought it was really good. I'm really liking Legado del Fantasma. But why does their leader come out? That's my little question.
What was your question?
Why doesn't their leader, like the guy, the leader of the group, like come out and at least get ringside or something? I thought he would have played a good factor in most of their matches.
Yeah, he doesn't really. You're right about that because, you know, in the past on a couple of NXT episodes, when Legado del Fantasma are in the ring, Santos Escobar is nowhere to be found. So, yeah, I wonder why he's not involved.
But yeah, they're both really good teams. I enjoyed the match. Great high flying, like hard hitting match. But I'm glad MSK got the win.
Yeah, it was a decent match. So we move on to Mercedes Martinez, and she's giving her promo about being involved in the Triple Threat NXT Women's Championship match at Vengeance Day, and she just says that bet on her to win. Mercedes Martinez is actually from Connecticut, my home state, so you know, but also she has been involved in the wrestling business for such a long time that she even fought Beth Phoenix in the past. So I do look forward to see what she brings to the table at Vengeance Day. But what did you think of her, Carlos?
Yeah, I'm not so much of a fan of her.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm more of a fan of Raquel Gonzalez from NXT.
Okay. So you're more of her. Okay. I could get that. They're kind of similar, but okay. I see that. Okay. Well,
They're both like powerhouses, I can tell. And don't get me wrong, she's really good. Like her wrestling skills, Mercedes Martinez is really good. It's just, and then her talking skills are really good too. It's just.
She just doesn't do it for you. Well, I also think the problem is they kind of like screwed her up a little bit because they brought her up into Retribution. She was one of the female members of Retribution, and then they got rid of her and brought her back to NXT. So like, it's hard to really categorize her so far because she hasn't really done much. But we'll see at Vengeance Day. So
I also heard like she's been in like wrestling business for like a while now, like really long time. Like, she's a little old.
Yeah, she fought Beth Phoenix. She's been doing it forever. I'll have to look up and see how long she's been doing it, but for a long time. Next we have Xia Li with Boa and Tien Sha taking on a jobber, and I'm sorry if my pronunciation of that name is wrong. I'm very interested in this whole entire storyline. We found out last week that Tien Sha was this sort of like emperor's daughter, and she had to kill her evil brother. And now, like, she's 1,000 years old, and Xia Li and Boa are like worshiping her. So that's the storyline going into this. And during the match, Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter come down to the ring, and they tell Xia that they're worried about her because Xia Li has been completely different ever since Tien Sha got involved. So then Xia Li gets the fast win after a kick to the jobber's head. I did not get the opponent's name, but this match lasted for like 4 seconds, so I don't think it really matters. After the match, Xia attacked the jobber, and then Kaden Carter goes to Tien Sha, and she yells at her, but Xia Li throws her off the stage. And then Sha puts her fingers up and then grabs Boa's throat, and then Xia Li attacks Casey Catanzaro and then apologizes to Tien Sha. So there's a lot going on here. Tien Sha has a lot of power. What do you think?
Wow, that's pretty insane. I thought that segment was like really good. The ending after the match, after the aftermath, like it's like crazy. Like what does Casey Catanzaro and Kaden really have to do with the anxiety? Like were they like good friends before or something?
Yeah, because Xia Li was.
I think I remember like seeing like something like there was one NXT that I saw like they did like a 6-on-6 or something. I mean 3-on-3. And then Casey, or maybe 1-on-1, I don't remember. Like it was a point where Casey, I think, was gonna shake Xia Li's hand, and then Xia Li like slapped her hand out of the way, and then she just walked out the ring or something. I know they have like some type of history, but yeah, that's crazy. She just beat up her own friends.
You're right. Yeah, so it is. I'm just very interested to see where they're going with the Tien Sha character because you never really get to see who she really is. So I'm interested to see that.
I'm just really hoping they don't just push up Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter to the side.
I think so. Here's what I'm assuming is going to happen. I don't think it will happen right away, but if it does seem to play out, it might be Casey and Kaden against Xia Li and Tien Sha. If Tien Sha is a wrestler.
Oh, that could be good.
Because, I mean, we don't really know much about. We just know that she sits on the stage and stares at them during the match. And then she choked the life out of Boa. And then Xia Li was all apologizing to her. So she might be able to fight. We don't know. But we find out that next week Santos Escobar will be taking on Karrion Kross. So that will definitely be an interesting match to see. The Way come down to the ring. Austin Theory carries Johnny Gargano and puts him in a wheelchair, and he has a title. Johnny Gargano says that he was attacked by Kushida for no reason, and Kushida broke his arm. Johnny has a broken arm and says that he can't defend his title at Vengeance Day. He believes that William Regal should suspend Kushida because Johnny Gargano is the most beloved member of the NXT locker room. Gargano says that Kushida broke the longest bone in his arm. Well, William Regal comes out, and he says that, Johnny Gargano, you were clear to compete yesterday. And he says that, if you don't want to fight at TakeOver, then Austin Theory can be your stand-in. And if he loses tonight against Kushida, then Kushida has a title shot. And it was funny because Johnny Gargano said that I will rehab and have a Beautiful Day music video, and a Beautiful Day music video is a funny throwback to when Triple H got injured. They played a music video of him rehabbing with the song Beautiful Day by U2, and it was very popular and everybody loved it. So I like that Gargano threw that in there. But before anything else could happen, Kushida ran down, attacked Gargano, and sent him into his wheelchair on the ground. So we will see at Vengeance Day Johnny Gargano defend his North American title against Kushida. So that match is on.
So yeah, I kind of panicked before. I was like, oh no, I didn't know that. I actually didn't get to watch full of NXT, so I'm just like saw the results, like what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm really a fan of Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, they're gonna have.
I don't think that Kushida didn't write like. I mean, he was like he really kicked him hard.
Yeah,
like
he did.
A week prior, like he said, it wasn't like a punch, but I thought he went like toward more like the midsection.
Yeah,
like,
it was. It was intense. It was crazy. Next up, we have the women's semifinal Dusty Cup match. Indi, Hartwell, and Candice LeRae taking on Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. It was a good tag match. Shotzi and Ember Moon got the win after Ember hit the Eclipse to Candice LeRae, and then it was weird. Indi Hartwell kind of saved Candice LeRae. She put herself over Candice, and then Shotzi hit a splash on top of Indi and then pinned her for the win. So Indi sacrificing her own body to save Candice LeRae. So we now know that at Vengeance Day TakeOver, it will be Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart taking on Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez in the first ever Women's Dusty Cup Classic Finals. And we also found out tonight that the winning team will get a chance for a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So the tag titles will be defended against the winning team.
Next, whoa, we're gonna wait the same night or
like? No. Eventually down the road.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So next up, we have Austin Theory with North American Champion Johnny Gargano taking on Kushida. Kushida ended up getting the win by disqualification after Johnny Gargano attacked Kushida, but then Dexter Lumis came out. He put Austin Theory to sleep, and Gargano is locked in an armbar, and then Kushida holds up the North American title as Dexter Lumis looks up at Kushida. So Kushida has the advantage heading into Vengeance Day, but Dexter Lumis was looking up at the title, so he might be coming for the North American champion, whoever that is. Next, we have a promo from Toni Storm talking about the triple threat match at Vengeance Day. We see a new promo for Imperium. It looks as if Imperium is actually going to debut here in NXT in North America. That's exciting. We then go backstage and we see Legado del Fantasma. They're passed out backstage, and Karrion Kross shows up and tells Santos Escobar that he is going to do to him what Kross did to Legado del Fantasma. So he's sending a very stern warning to Santos. We then see a Lamborghini pull up backstage, and we see Cameron Grimes comes out of it. He runs down to the ring and he gives fans cash. And he basically said that he invested in something and he is a billionaire and the richest man in NXT, and he rolls around in his money. So Cameron Grimes, the richest man in NXT. Now, before we get to our main event match, I want to go over some dates with you guys. So, our NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day prediction special drops tomorrow, Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Happy early Valentine's Day, everybody. So check that out, our prediction special. Then on Tuesday, February 16th. Did I say December 14th or did I say February 14th? I'm just like, okay, good. Because I feel like I said December in my head. I'm not feeling too good, guys, so help me out. So, so February 16th, TakeOver Vengeance Day, our recap will drop. Then on Saturday, February 20th, our Elimination Chamber 2021 prediction special will drop. Then on Wednesday, February 24th, our Elimination Chamber 2020 recap will drop. And finally, on Thursday, February 25th, Ladies of the Ring Episode 2 will drop featuring the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. And you can find all these episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, on many other streaming platforms. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating if you're listening to us. And yeah, thank you for all the support. So now it is for what it is for. It is the moment we all have been waiting for, the main event. We're going to find out who is the last team advancing in the Dusty Cup tournament. We have the Grizzled Young Veterans taking on Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. The two teams fought before the bell actually rang. There's a cool moment where Grizzled Young Veterans powerbomb Ciampa on the ring apron. Grizzled Young Veterans hit a nice doomsday device. And finally, Grizzled Young Veterans hit a ticket to mayhem, and they pinned Ciampa for the win. So it was a good match. We now know that at TakeOver Vengeance Day, it will be in the Dusty Cup Tournament Finals. The Grizzled Young Veterans taking on MSK. So that's exciting. And before the night ended, NXT champion Finn Balor and Pete Dunne stood in the ring. They didn't say anything. They just stood face to face, staring each other down. And that was it for NXT this week. A lot going on. Pretty chaotic episode. But yeah, we're heading on to TakeOver Vengeance Day tomorrow. I'm excited. Carlos, how are you feeling about it?
I'm super excited, man. I haven't seen NXT pay-per-view in like forever. I'm really excited.
It's going to be very good. This NXT really got us pumped for that.
I'm really hyped for the Pete Dunne match. And for Balor, that's so good.
It's going to be really good. I'm excited to see it. So I know all of you guys will be excited. So after listening to this, tomorrow, make sure you come back and check out our prediction special because we are going to be going over every match at TakeOver and making our predictions. So tune in for that. Again, thank you for checking us out. I'm Amp. And
Carlos.
That's Carlos. Boricua Carlos. And we are out. See you soon. Bye-bye.